internet, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, I have a plan with me video. I have not done a plan with me video in my Erin Condren life planner for I don't even know how long. It's been a long time. It's been long enough that there are comments starting to pop up about why I haven't been doing a plan with me. I just haven't really been in the right headspace to be filming plan with me. So I've still been planning in my Erin Condren planner, but I just haven't been filming them. I have started to feel a little bit more inspired, so I thought I would film my first week in my brand new Erin Condren for 2020 for you guys. This kit I'm using is actually called Fresh Blooms. It is from my own sticker shop, Happy Cloud Ink. The art is actually done by Violet LeBeau. She does pretty much all my art right now for my sticker shop, so if you're interested, it's available right now. But yeah, let's get right into the plan with me. So first up, I am really not familiar with this particular layout. I know that the Erin Condren layout basically changed from 2019 to 2020 with a lot more belved curves and stuff like that. Not really sure what the community think. I preferred it the way it was, but that's just because I tend to plan with stickers, so now it's just going to be like a whole new world of trying to figure it out. So you'll notice in this particular spread, it's a lot of me just trying to figure myself out and how I'm going to plan. But for now, I'm just going to stay with the same structure as you can see, and I think throughout the months, if a new way of planning evolves from the structure of this planner, then that's what will happen. I decided to put the title sticker just a little lower so I could keep the integrity of the hexagon, although later on you're going to see I'm just going to get rid of the hexagon altogether. So just before I get too far into my actual planning each day, I decided to put down dinner trackers at the bottom of every single day, which I used to do back in the day. So now we come back to Monday. Some of these days, actually, if you want to see what really happened, you can check out my vlogging channel, because at the time, because this was still in December, I was doing once upon a December, so I was vlogging every single day. But Monday, we headed to a Japanese grocery store called Suzuran, where we go to get all more bespoke, custom, hard to find Japanese groceries. Also, during this week, I wasn't at work, so I had plenty of time to focus on the sticker shop and YouTube and everything. So you'll notice that every single day, I was pretty much doing some sort of YouTube work. Okay, now on to Tuesday. So Tuesday was a pretty big sticker shop day for me. I had a lot of orders I had to process that had come through during the holiday period, so I pretty much spent most of the mornings doing that. And I also needed to buy some new stamps for the shop. I keep constantly running out of stamps because I don't want to buy too many in one go, just because Australia Post tend to change their prices pretty often, unfortunately, so I can't buy too large a supply. It was also New Year's Eve, so there was a lot of fun preparation. We decided to cook toshikoshi soba this year just to see if the family would like it. It was really nice, but I definitely underprepared it, so in the future I'm going to have to make sure I read the quantities properly. But otherwise, it was a really delicious dinner. And we also managed to do a little bit of meal prepping as well, just preparing, because the following week I was going to go back to work. So I just wanted to make sure I had plenty of meals prepped for lunch. So then we come to Wednesday, and Wednesday was a really big filming day for me. I think it's because I had nothing planned. I really couldn't plan anything because it was New Year's Day, so all the shops were closed. So it kind of forced me to stay home, which I always love days when I get to spend the whole day at home. And I had to film a bunch of bullet journal videos that day because my bullet journal finally came in, and you would have seen those videos go up by now. I was a little late for them. I think most people had gotten them up a month prior, but it's okay. I managed to film them and upload them, so I'm pretty happy about that. And then I also wanted to spend a little bit of time reviewing my Instagram strategy. That makes it sound like I have some sort of strategy for Instagram, and I really don't, because if you follow any of my Instagram accounts, you know that I am very ad hoc. I am very, very bad at planning this out, but I am hoping that maybe 2020 I can get onto some sort of regular schedule. I don't know. I don't really know if my focus is going to go into Instagram. I feel like YouTube is probably where most of my focus will go. So every time I finish a day of filming, usually the day after is going to be a big day of laptop clubbing, just because I have to export all the files, I have to transfer them, I have to start editing them, and editing can take such a long time. And I also do need to keep backing up all my files because I work off a really small laptop, so I need to make sure that old files are being transferred into a backup system so that the new files have space to exist. And I also wanted to take the day to film my reviews and resolutions video, which is on my main channel, which is also live now. It's been a long time since I filmed a face-to-face video for my main channel. So I was a little nervous, and it was a little weird trying to do my makeup for it because I'm so used to doing my everyday makeup as opposed to filming makeup, because there's a big difference between the two. But I managed to, and it was all good. And then later that evening, I went out to dinner for a friend's birthday. So Friday rolled around. It was the final Friday before I had to go back to work, and I decided to treat it yet another big filming day and a big photography sort of day. You'll notice my days are kind of very same if I'm technically taking time off work, because then I fully focus on my other side hustles. But that's the day I actually ended up filming this particular video watching. I also have a couple hauls and flip throughs and a bunch of other stuff that I ended up filming, which hopefully you'll see in the coming weeks. And then we had our weekend. I didn't want to do too much filming, editing, or sticker shop work on the weekend because I did want to just make sure that I had everything prepared to go back to work. It had been about 2 weeks, I think, at this point before I'd gone back to work, so I just wanted to make sure everything was calm and my bag was packed. I don't know, I'm just someone who really loves having a nicely packed bag. So by the time I go back to work, I have everything I need. We also tried to do some meal prepping. I don't think we covered all the meals we wanted to, but we did cover a substantial amount, so my freezer is pretty full right now. I do remember feeling a lot of anxiety about going back to work. I don't know if you guys are the same as me, but if I've had an extended break off work or when I was younger off school, the days leading up to going back to work / school was always very anxiety filled, very sad. And so I thought I would just mark it down as like I was just sad to go back to work. But honestly, once you actually go back to work or school, it's really never as bad as you expect. It's always just the anticipation that feels much worse. So now that I'm back at work, it is fine. It is okay. I definitely have a lot less time, but I do love seeing my coworkers, and the work isn't too bad either. Okay, so once I finished all the individual days, I zoomed out, and this is when I tried to figure out how I could make everything look nice and decorative and cohesive. And that's when I decided that hexagon had to go, so I whited it out and I just put a really big deco sticker on top of it, and then I just went through the entire spread and just decorated it, which is kind of my favorite part because I feel like it brings the entire spread together. And so that is pretty much it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed my Plan With Me video in my Erin Condren planner, my first one for 2020. Hopefully I will get to do many more. And I think in one of my future videos, I'll explain to you guys what I want to use my Erin Condren planner for. It's going to be a little different to how I've been using it the past few years, but hopefully that future video will make sense. So yes, thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to the internet.